Alex felt a surge of excitement course through him. Today was the day he decided to make a significant change. He was tired of looking in the mirror and seeing a physique he did not like. He knew he was not overweight in the traditional sense, but he carried a layer of softness around his middle. His arms and legs felt thin, lacking any real muscle definition. This was the classic skinny-fat dilemma, and Alex was determined to conquer it. He envisioned a stronger, leaner version of himself, full of energy and confidence. This vision became his primary motivation, pushing him towards the doors of the local fitness center with great anticipation and hope. His first step was to prepare himself for this new journey. Alex went shopping for new gym clothes, picking out breathable shirts and comfortable shorts. He bought a sturdy pair of training shoes, ready for action. He then signed up for a gym membership, feeling a sense of commitment as he received his new membership card. He meticulously planned his schedule, ensuring he could dedicate enough time to his workouts. He told his friends about his new goal, and their encouragement added to his growing enthusiasm. He felt a powerful sense of readiness, like an athlete before a big game, eager to start and give his absolute best. In his mind, Alex painted a vivid picture of his future self. He imagined having well-defined muscles, a flat stomach, and a look of vitality. He didn't just want to look good, he also wanted to feel genuinely healthy and strong from the inside out. He thought about the increased energy he would have for daily activities. He considered the boost in self-esteem that would come with achieving such a challenging personal goal. This mental image was incredibly powerful. It served as his constant reminder of why he was embarking on this demanding path, fueling his resolve to see it through to the very end, no matter the obstacles. With his motivation at its peak, Alex began his gym routine. He started going almost every single day, filled with an unwavering determination. He would push himself through each session, feeling the burn in his muscles. He tried different machines, he ran on the treadmill, and he attempted some basic exercises he had seen others do. After each workout, he would feel a mixture of exhaustion and a deep sense of accomplishment. This initial period was marked by a feeling of positive effort. He believed that all this hard work would surely and quickly lead to the physical transformation he so deeply desired. 6 long months had passed since Alex first stepped into the gym with such high hopes. He had remained remarkably consistent with his attendance, rarely missing a scheduled workout day. He prided himself on this discipline, believing it was the key to success. He had put in countless hours, sweating and straining, pushing his body through various routines. He had diligently followed the plan he initially set for himself, or at least what he thought was a good plan. The initial soreness had faded, replaced by a familiar routine, but the initial excitement was now tinged with a growing sense of unease and doubt about his methods. One evening, Alex stood in front of his bedroom mirror, carefully examining his reflection. Despite his dedicated efforts over half a year, he could barely see any noticeable difference in his physique. His stomach still had that soft layer, and his arms and legs looked just as thin as before. The skinny, fat appearance stubbornly remained. A wave of deep frustration washed over him. He flexed his bicep, hoping to see some sign of growth, but it felt disappointingly similar to how it was 6 months prior. This lack of visible progress was incredibly disheartening for him. It made him question everything he was doing. Adding to his internal struggle, his friends would sometimes ask about his gym progress. "Are you seeing those gains, Alex?" they would inquire, often with good intentions. He found himself awkwardly admitting that he had not seen much change at all. Each time he said this, a little piece of his initial motivation chipped away. He started to dread these questions as they highlighted his perceived failure. The gym, once a place of excitement, was slowly becoming a source of anxiety and disappointment. He began to feel like he was just spinning his wheels, going through the motions without any real forward movement. The persistent lack of results made Alex seriously contemplate his next steps. He wondered if he was fundamentally doing something wrong. Perhaps his body type was just resistant to change, or maybe the gym was not the solution for him. Thoughts of giving up started to creep into his mind more frequently. Was all this effort, all this time spent, completely pointless? He felt lost and confused, unsure of how to proceed. The initial fire of enthusiasm had dwindled to a faint ember, and he desperately needed to find a way to reignite it, or find a new path. One common mistake Alex might be making is focusing too much or even exclusively on cardiovascular exercise. Many people who want to lose fat believe that spending hours on the treadmill, elliptical, or bike is the ultimate solution. While cardio is excellent for heart health and can help burn calories, it does not do much to build muscle mass. If Alex is only running or cycling, he might be burning some calories, but he is not giving his body the stimulus it needs to develop lean muscle. This lack of muscle development means his body composition will not change significantly, leaving him in that skinny, fat state he dislikes. Another potential issue could be an avoidance or incorrect approach to weightlifting. Some individuals, especially those new to fitness, might be afraid that lifting weights will make them look overly bulky or too muscular. This is a very common misconception, particularly for men worried about a certain aesthetic or women fearing an overly masculine look. In reality, building muscle through resistance training is crucial for improving body composition. Muscle is denser than fat and helps increase metabolism. If Alex is not lifting weights, or if he is lifting very light weights without progressive overload, he is missing out on the most effective tool for transforming his physique from skinny fat to lean and strong. Alex's diet is another critical area that could be undermining all his hard work in the gym. He might think that just because he is exercising, he can eat whatever he wants. Or, conversely, he might be eating too little, fearing that calories will make him fatter. If his diet is full of processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats, it will be very difficult to see positive changes. Even if he is eating healthy foods, if his calorie intake is not aligned with his goals, perhaps too low to support muscle growth or too high leading to fat storage, his progress will stall. Nutrition is truly foundational for any fitness success. Furthermore, a specific and often overlooked dietary component is protein intake. Protein is absolutely essential for muscle repair and growth. After a workout, muscles need protein to recover and become stronger and bigger. If Alex is not consuming enough protein throughout the day, his body will lack the necessary building blocks to create new muscle tissue. Many people significantly underestimate their protein needs, especially when they are actively training. Without adequate protein, even the best workout routine will yield minimal results in terms of muscle development, which is key to escaping the skinny fat cycle and building a more defined physique. To truly overcome the skinny fat dilemma, Alex needs to adopt a well-rounded and balanced fitness plan. This means incorporating both cardiovascular exercise and, crucially, resistance training into his routine. Weightlifting, particularly focusing on compound exercises, is paramount for building lean muscle mass. As muscle tissue increases, his metabolism will also get a boost, helping him burn more fat even when at rest. Cardio can then be used strategically to support fat loss and improve cardiovascular health, but it should not be the sole focus of his efforts. This combined approach is far more effective for changing body composition. It is vital for Alex to learn and perform exercises with correct form. Compound movements such as squats, deadlifts, bench presses, and overhead presses are incredibly effective because they engage multiple muscle groups simultaneously. This leads to greater overall muscle development and strength gains compared to isolation exercises alone. He might consider working with a qualified trainer for a few sessions to learn proper technique and to get a structured workout program. Focusing on progressive overload, gradually increasing the weight, reps, or sets over time is also key to continuously challenging his muscles and stimulating growth. Alongside a smarter workout routine, Alex must pay serious attention to his nutrition. His diet needs to provide the right amount of calories to support his goals, enough to fuel workouts and build muscle, but not so much that it leads to excess fat gain. Prioritizing whole, unprocessed foods like lean meats, fish, eggs, vegetables, fruits, and whole grains will provide essential nutrients. Crucially, he needs to ensure he is consuming an adequate amount of protein daily, ideally spread across several meals. Aiming for around 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight is a good starting point for muscle growth. Hydration is also important, so drinking plenty of water is a must. Finally, Alex must understand that achieving significant physical changes takes time, patience, and consistency with the plan. There are no quick fixes or shortcuts. Seeing results from a well-structured training and nutrition program can take several months, not just weeks. He should not get discouraged if progress feels slow at times. Instead of giving up, he should focus on learning more about effective training principles and nutrition. Be willing to adjust his approach as needed, and celebrate the small victories along the way. With a balanced strategy and persistent effort, Alex can indeed achieve the strong, lean, and healthy body he desires.